Welcome to Fluent English Power. In today's video, we're diving into a life-changing idea: how to educate yourself like a genius, even without going to school or college. Most people think that education only happens in classrooms, but the truth is, some of the smartest, most successful people in the world never waited for a teacher to guide them. They learned to teach themselves. They became the creators of their own learning journey. In today's world, you don't need permission to grow. You don't need a degree to gain knowledge. What you truly need is curiosity, discipline, and a clear direction. A genius doesn't just sit and wait for someone to hand over information. They search for it. They chase it. They live for learning. And in this video, we're going to talk about exactly how you can do that too. How to create a powerful system of self-education that can take you from ordinary to extraordinary. Whether you want to learn how to speak fluent English, start a business, master digital skills, or simply become better at thinking and communicating, everything is possible when you know how to educate yourself with focus and purpose. The first and most important step is developing the mindset of a self-learner. Geniuses don't wait for motivation. They build habits. They wake up every day knowing that their time is valuable and that learning is the best investment of that time. So, if you want to become truly self-educated, you have to start by deciding what you want to learn and why. Don't try to learn everything at once. Pick one main skill. Let's say you want to learn graphic design, or you want to become fluent in English. Focus your energy fully on that one goal. Geniuses don't multitask. They go deep into one subject until they master it. They avoid distractions and create learning goals that are clear and specific. For example, instead of saying, "I want to improve my English," a self-educated genius would say, "I want to practice speaking English for 30 minutes every day and watch one English video daily." When your goals are clear, your brain works harder to achieve them. Next, it's time to build your own learning system. Remember, schools give you a routine, but when you're educating yourself, you have to create your own structure. This is where many people fail. They have big dreams, but no plan. So here's what you do. Set up a daily learning routine. Even just 1 hour of focused learning every day can transform your life in 6 months. But it has to be consistent. Use platforms like YouTube, online courses, podcasts, or even books. Follow creators who explain things in a simple way. Don't just watch or listen. Take notes, pause, think, and then try to explain what you learned in your own words. This process is called active learning, and it's how genius minds remember and apply information. Also, switch your learning methods from time to time. Read about the skill, listen to experts talk about it, try it yourself, and teach it to others. The more ways you experience a skill, the faster you grow. And finally, understand that genius doesn't come from fast results. It comes from consistent effort. If you stay disciplined and trust the process, the results will come. Now that you've built a focused mindset and a personal learning system, the next step is learning how to master any skill like a genius. It's not about watching hundreds of tutorials or reading 10 books in a week. Genius learners go beyond surface-level understanding. They engage deeply. They break down complex skills into small, manageable parts, and then build those parts up step by step. For example, if you want to learn public speaking, don't try to master everything in one day. Start by practicing just your voice control. Then move on to body language. Then storytelling. This step-by-step approach is called deliberate practice, and it's one of the most powerful ways to become great at any skill. It allows you to focus your brain's energy on improving one area at a time, just like a musician doesn't practice the whole song at once, but plays each difficult part again and again until it becomes second nature. That's how you get real growth, not by rushing, but by being precise, intentional, and patient. Another secret of genius-level learning is building the right environment. Your surroundings play a huge role in your focus and progress. Create a space, even a small corner, that is dedicated to your learning. Remove distractions. Keep your phone away or use apps that block social media during study hours. Place inspiring quotes, books, or visuals near you that remind you of your goal. This is important because your environment silently controls your habits. If your space is cluttered, noisy, or full of distractions, your brain stays in a passive state. But if your environment is clear, focused, and designed for growth, your brain responds with attention and energy. Even small changes like using a notebook instead of typing or studying early in the morning instead of late at night can dramatically increase how deeply you learn and remember things. Surround yourself with inspiration. Listen to podcasts of people who taught themselves skills. Read about their journeys. When you see that others have done it, your brain starts believing you can too. Now let's talk about another genius habit, teaching what you learn. This may sound simple, but it's incredibly powerful. When you explain a concept to someone else, even just to yourself out loud, your brain processes the information more actively. It turns passive memory into deep understanding. You can do this in many ways. Create a blog, make a short video, write a journal entry, or just explain the concept to a friend or even to your mirror. The act of teaching forces you to simplify your thoughts and spot the gaps in your own understanding. That's how genius learners improve so fast they don't just collect information, they interact with it. The goal is not just to know more, but to own what you know. Lastly, remember that genius is not a gift. It is a choice made every day through your habits. Self-education is not a one-time decision. It's a lifelong practice. Make it a part of your identity. Tell yourself, I am someone who learns. I am someone who grows. Set weekly goals. Track your learning. Review what you've learned at the end of each week. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. If you're learning English, don't just focus on grammar books. Watch movies, shadow native speakers, talk to AI tools, read out loud, and speak every day. If you're learning design, don't stop at watching tutorials. Design actual posters, logos, or mock websites. Make mistakes. Learn from them. Every genius you admire today started as a beginner, confused and unsure. But they kept showing up, and that's what you need to do: show up for your growth every single day. Your brain is more powerful than you think. Your potential is waiting to be unlocked. You don't need a school. You need a system, a purpose, and a commitment to become better than you were yesterday. If this video inspired you to take control of your learning journey, don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who needs this message, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful content like this. Your growth starts with one small step. Make sure you're taking it today. Let's grow together.